Dear viewers, I'm your host Muhammad Asif Jaja and you are watching YouTube channel ETV 786. This channel is for everyone, education for business students and entertainment for general public. Welcome to your own channel. Please watch, like, share and comment the videos and subscribe the channel to view upcoming shows. On this channel, we have completed the basic concepts of accounting. 23 complete lessons may be watched on the channel. Now starting the second study course, Business Law. This is the lecture 1 of the Introduction to Business Law. The topics those will be covered in this lecture shall be as follows. Definition of business law, scope of business law, forms and legal business, agent, insolvency, contract, contractual relations, importance for business students, importance for business, types of business, names of business, buying a business, managing a business, employment laws, immigration laws, consumer goods sales laws, and tax laws. So let's start the course. Business law. Definition of business law. Business law, also called commercial law, mercantile law, or the body of rules, encompasses all of the laws that dictate how to form and run a business. This includes all of the laws that govern how to start, buy, manage, and close or sell any type of business. Business laws establish the rules that all businesses should follow. A savvy business person will be generally familiar with business laws and know when to seek the advice of an attorney. Business law includes state and federal laws as well as administrative regulations. Scope of business law. Business law falls into two distinctive areas. Number 1, the regulation of commercial entities by the laws of company, partnership, agency, and bankruptcy. Number 2, the regulations of commercial transactions by the laws of contract and related fields. In civil law countries, company law consists of statute law. In common law countries, it consists partly of the ordinary rules of common law and equity and partly statute law. Two fundamental legal concepts underlie the whole of company law: the concepts of legal personality and the theory of limited liability. Nearly all statutory rules are intended to protect either creditors or investors. Forms of legal business. There are various forms of legal business entities ranging from the sole traders who alone bear the risk and responsibility of running a business, taking the profits, but as such not forming any association in law and thus not regulated by special rules of law, to the registered company with limited liability, and to multinational corporations. In a partnership, members associate forming collectively an association in which they are participate in management and sharing profits, bearing the liability for the firm's debts and being sued jointly and severally in relation to the firm's contracts or tortious acts. All partners are agents for each other and as such are in a fiduciary relationship with one another. Agent. An agent is a person who is employed to bring his principal into contractual relations with third parties. Various forms of agency regulated by law exist: universal, where an agent is appointed to handle all the affairs of his principal; general, where an agent has authority to represent his principal in all business of a certain kind; and special, where an agent is appointed for a particular purpose and given only limited powers. Appointment may be express or implied, and may be terminated by acts of the parties: the death, bankruptcy, or insanity of either the principal or agent, frustration, or intervening illegality. Insolvency. It is inevitable that in certain circumstances, business entities might be unable to perform their financial obligations. With the development of laws surrounding commercial enterprises, a body of rules developed relating to bankruptcy when a person or company is insolvent or unable to pay debts as and when they fall due. Either he or his creditor may petition the court to take over the administration of his estate and its distribution among creditors. Three principles emerge to secure fair and equal distribution of available property among the creditors, to free the debtor from his debts, and to inquire into the reasons for his insolvency. Contract. Business law touches everyday lives through every contractual dealing undertaken. A contract, usually in the form of a commercial bargain involving some form of exchange of goods or services for a price, is a legally binding agreement made by two or more persons, enforceable by the courts. As such, they may be written or oral, and to be binding, the following must exist: an offer and unqualified acceptance thereof, intention to create legal relations, valuable consideration, and genuine consent, that is, an absence of fraud. The terms must be legal, certain, and possible of performance. Contractual relations. Contractual relations, as the cornerstone of all commercial transactions, have resulted in the development of specific bodies of law within the scope of business law regulating: number 1, sale of goods, implied terms and conditions, the effects of performance and breach of such contracts, and remedies available to the parties. Number 2, the carriage of goods, including both national and international rules governing insurance, bills of lading, charter parties, and arbitrations. Number 3, consumer credit agreements. And number 4, labor relations, determining contractual rights and obligations between employers and employees, and the regulations of trade unions. Business law and business students. Business law on national and international levels is constantly evolving, with new areas of law developing in relations to consumer protections, competitions, and computer and internet. If you are working towards your MBA or other graduate business degree, you will likely take business law twice, once as an undergraduate and again during your graduate program. You may wonder, especially if you are planning a career in business, that why students study business law. Always remember that businesses follow the law, and it's important to enter into contracts with the means of enforcing the agreement. Importance of business law for business. It is important for business owners, managers, and other professionals to have a basic understanding of business law to help them make better decisions. Just as there are laws that apply to people, there is a huge body of law that applies to business. Businesses need these laws for the same reason that people do, such as to define unacceptable behavior, to provide certainty and stability, to protect the public, and to provide a mechanism for business to resolve dispute. Throughout a business existence, it can do most things that a person can do, and we need laws to control these activities. A business can buy and sell property, sue and be sued, enter into contracts, hire and fire employees, and even commit crimes. Therefore, law protects businesses and people. Starting a business. Type of businesses. Much of business law addresses the different types of business organizations. There are laws regarding how to properly form and run each type. This includes laws about entities such as corporations, partnerships, and limited liability companies. For example, let's say you decide to start your own business. You need to decide what type of business. Will this be a partnership? Will it be a sole proprietorship? What papers do I need to file in order to start this business? These questions fall under the laws that govern business entities, and the type of entity you pick will also affect how you pay your federal income taxes. These, of course, are federal laws. Starting a business. Name of business. Next, what will be the name of the business? Let's say you decide on bond and cash as a name for your business. First, you need to know if anyone else already has that name. This is a trademark question. Patents, copyrights, and trademarks are part of intellectual property law. Then you need to know if you require any special type of license for this business. You need to check the local and state laws to find out. How will you advertise your business? This question falls under consumer protection law, which can be federal or state law. Wow, that's a lot of business law, and you are not even open for business yet. Starting a business, buying a business. Now let's say you decide to buy a business instead. There are many businesses law that govern how to buy a business. If you want to own the actual store, this is a real estate law question. If you want to own equipment in the store, this is a property law question. And if you want to own employees too, this is an employment law question. If you want to hire your own employees and ordering supplies, this will be involved contract law. Contracts are legally binding agreements made by two or more persons enforceable by the courts. It is common for parties to dispute the terms of a business agreement or disagree on how the agreement should be performed. Managing a business. There are many laws that concern managing a business because there are many aspects involving in managing. As you can already see, running a business will involve a lot of employment law and contract law. For your new business, you will need to know how to hire, what your contracts should look like, what kind of benefits you have to provide, how to pay employee insurance and taxes, and even how to properly fire an employee. Many of these employment and benefit laws, sales law, debt collection law, quality control law, and many other laws are regulated and governed by local and federal government agencies. Employment laws. Especially in today's modern workplace, it is vital for any company with even one employee to stay abreast of current employment laws. Are you required to offer health insurance or workers' comp insurance? Has your business discriminated against an employee or stood by while one employee committed sexual harassment against another? There are many areas where your company could face major financial liability, not to mention the potential loss of reputation when treating employees unfairly. Immigration laws. There are more and more occasions where immigration law becomes an issue in modern businesses. Temporary employees, full-time employees, and special event workers may be from other countries. You need to know if you are following the law when dealing with foreign laborers. Consumer goods sales laws. The Uniform Commercial Code contains the law governing financial transactions in the United States. The code deals with everything from contracts to fraud to lease to secure transactions. Ambitious in its aim to consolidate the laws in one place, the code is actually quite complex. Lawyers spend a lot of time learning about how to apply the UCC to actual business practice and can give businesses advice on how to stay compliant with the laws while staying productive. Tax laws. Number 1. Income tax. For the profits of the company, which may be paid as personal income taxes for sole proprietorship or a single person LLCs or through a partnership business tax returns. Number 2. Sale tax. Sale tax on services and other products. Every state has different rules and there may be further complications when sales across state lines. If your business has a state income tax, you will probably be required to set up a system to collect, report, and pay the taxes you collect on a regular basis. Number 3. Property tax. On any real estate owned by your business, you may end up paying capital gains tax if you sell a business-owned property. Number 4. Self-employment taxes. So that business owner will still pay into Social Security and Medicare. Normally, employers take those taxes out of their employees' paychecks. Employment or payroll taxes, including FICA taxes for Social Security and Medicare and workers' compensation taxes. Dividend taxes on corporate shareholders. This is a kind of income tax based on the profits received from the business. And number 7, excise taxes on certain products your business uses like fuel. You are watching YouTube channel ETV786. This channel is for everyone. Respected viewers, you can also watch basic concepts of accounting through above given 3 playlists and homemaking ideas and many more through multiple playlists public magazine, and subscribe the channel for upcoming shows. Bye bye till the next show.